Hey everyone, this is Rene from iMore.com. We are talking to the phenomenal Shannon Tweed-Simmons about her new game for iPhone and iPad called, what else? Attack of the Groupies. Shannon, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Now,
Having a fun day.
you need absolutely no introduction, but I'm going to give you a brief one anyway. You are a star of television and screen. You are showcased weekly on Gene Simmons' Family Jewels.
Right.
Um, you're doing almost everything possible, and you've decided to add one more thing to your repertoire.
Well, I did, yeah. I do almost everything, don't I? And I don't do that many things well. But I'm hoping this is one of them. I decided to do a video game iPhone app and iPad app.
Now, what
Yeah.
made you decide to do that? Was it just one more realm to conquer?
It's interesting because the last year has been, a difficult one, especially if you've been watching our show, you know what I'm talking about. But um, when I was approached by George Donovan at Goji Games, we were in New Brunswick, and we were at an event where Gene was doing a talk, a personal appearance talk, and George came up to me and asked me had I ever considered doing a game. And I really hadn't ever thought about it, although I did play some games, sort of time wasters on my phone when I would, be waiting for someone or, I didn't have anything else to do. And and I enjoyed them. I just didn't ever think about me as a game. And I said, well, what would it be? Me, killing groupies or something like that? And he said, no, it's not a bad idea.
It's
And
brilliant
so
when you think about it. I mean, it's
it, it kind of matured from there because we took everything from real life and some of the looks of the groupies and the relentlessness of them is kind of true.
and you chose perhaps the greatest format imaginable for this, a tower defense game, which is that sort of relentless survival, almost horror
I
survival genre.
But the feeling of it is so real because I mean, I really had people at my gate at the house. We've had women naked knocking on the hotel room door when I'm there. So you can only imagine what happens when I'm not there.
And
And
that's in the game, right?
care if you're standing right beside your husband, they will just walk over you.
So, how involved were you in choosing the elements that went into the game? Is it mostly based on real life, or did you want to make them more outlandish, more comic book?
I would say it's pretty reality based.
Now, you are in full-fledged superhero attire right at the
Okay,
beginning of the game.
my costume's a little exaggerated.
But is that the feeling you wanted to get, that you were finally able to, maybe in video game form, take the fight back to
Yeah.
the groupies?
Yeah, of course, because I mean, you can't go around smacking people in the face, although I really would like to. I mean, the goal was not to have anything other than a PG game that looked funny or fun. That's why we have the Stinkinator and things like that, where you can, you make them smell so bad they go running to the washroom, and while they're mowing down the barricades, you're making their hair frizz out so they look horrible and they run away. But it's funny, but at the same time, I'm really getting out my aggressions in some way because you really can't go around whacking people.
No, 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 not in these jurisdictions, at least. But it's cathartic. So you get the catharsis from this, and everyone else gets a really fun game. People who enjoy your show, enjoy your career, enjoy Jane's career, they can sort of play along with you.
That's right, and I'm hoping they will. And last night my nephews were trying the demonstration version of it before it came out on iTunes, and got to level like 21 in 20 minutes, and they were laughing their heads off because I just slimed her right in the face, and it was really funny. And it was nice to see that my test audience was having a good time.
And as long as the actual fans get something that they enjoy, right? That's the
That's the
fun part of
goal.
this.
Yeah, that's the goal, really.
Now, do you think there might be other video games coming in the future? Could there be a sequel in the works?
Well, I think if it goes well and it's fun, maybe I'll do the adult version.
That would be spectacular. All right, well, Shannon, I want to thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it, and thank you for making a game. Thank you for supporting
Yeah,
the iPhone and iPad platform.
that's fun. Thank you.
And that was Shannon Tweed-Simmons talking about her new game for iPhone and iPad, Attack of the Groupies. You can find it right now on the iTunes App Store. The link is directly below. And I am Rene for iMore.com.